Welcome to the channel for the first time viewers. Welcome back for my existing subscribers. Today we're going to be going over my loadouts for Nokk and for Warden. So let's take a look real quick. I'll start with Nokk because that is the operator that I've had more success with so far today. I've been able to play a little bit with Warden, but it's just not working out, man. I've used the MPX and I'm pretty good with Valkyrie, but there's just not enough situations where there's smoke and flashes going off for me to, really get a hold of him yet. I think over time he may end up being the more useful operator, but that's over time. Also, let's talk about real quick the season skin that I started off with. The Secret Star is the one I decided to go with first. So we're gonna pretty much have maybe even a double upload today. Either that or I'll get it up tomorrow. But got enough content for that. Let's talk about it. I love the new holographic that they put on FMG9. I don't use this shotgun here. It's Legion shotgun. The 612 is just not. It's not my thing. A lot of people like the Deagle. I think it has a pretty small mag, good damage, really good for up close. But I really like the 5.7 because of the magazine capacity. So you get about 21 rounds in this. I use a muzzle brake to keep the recoil a little bit lower. So as you can see here in the bottom right, when you go from no muzzle brake to muzzle brake, it keeps it really tight. And since it is a pistol, single fire is where you want to use muzzle brake, like those single fire guns, because that's where you have the biggest feedback, or the biggest advantage right there. Flash hider for the FMG9. That's pretty much, it's either that or suppressor or muzzle brake. Muzzle brake's okay, but this gun is pretty easy to control the recoil, so I'd rather do some burst versus putting the muzzle brake on there. Let's talk about Mr. Warden. On the MPX, I'm using the reflex now. I was using the holographic earlier, but I just kept losing gunfights, man. So I went ahead and just switched it over to the reflex. It was much easier, and I did start having some success. So hopefully over time, as I get used to them, and I think on the TS, a lot of people are just kind of playing around, so trying stuff out. You don't really have those situations like where they're gonna have a whole cloud of smoke everywhere. So I'm looking forward to that. And then for the secondary, you have Clash's pistol, and then Vigil and Dokubi's SMG-12. I like the SMG-12. If you pretty much let the recoil reset, this gun could be really viable in close ranges because of the rate of fire, and the recoil resets pretty quickly. So that's essentially the loadouts, man. That's the quick breakdown of what I'm using. Barbed wire is usually what I use unless a situation calls for a shield. And then for Nokk, I have, what was it, Claymores, but depending on how I end up playing with her over time, I may end up just switching that to breach charges. Lately I've been going breach because the animation's been sped up and the chances of hurting yourself or hurting your teammates are a lot lower, so I'm okay using them now. Alright, let me know what you are excited to use as far as loadout wise, or which gun you're excited to use. They're all in the game already, but I think the biggest change right now is going to be this new holographic sight. So that makes a really big difference in game. I like it a lot better than the traditional one. It's still kind of like a big housing, but as far as accuracy, I think the reticle is a lot cleaner. Alright, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You guys be easy. I'll catch you in the next one.